Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Si. Today is the traditional Chinese festival, Qingming Festival, and it is necessary to sweep the graves of deceased loved ones and pay tribute to them. So today, my family and I returned to my hometown where I was born, sweep the graves of my grandparents. By the way, let me show you what the village where I was born looks like. Let's go. We departed from the urban area of Zunyi City and arrived at our village about 80 kilometers, which took about an hour. We are currently on the highway, and there are still 20 kilometers of rural roads after getting off the highway. We have left the highway and on our way to the village. It will take about 20 minutes. Buy some firecrackers in here, this village. Let me show you. This is our village. We entered the village from this road. My grandparents' graves are across the river. Use my drone to take a look at our village. Okay, this is the village where I was born. This house belonged to my family, but due to work reasons, when I was about 10 years ago, we left here and went to live in the county town. Now there are only 2 households living here in this village. In my childhood, there were about 15 households in this village. Due to urbanization in China in the past 2 to 3 decades, people in villages have moved to city or other place for work or life reasons. Previously, this area was all houses, but now all the houses has collapsed and been restored to land. Our house was built by my father after he made money in the city when I was in elementary school. When I was born, it was a simple wooden house. Previously, all the houses in the village were small and dilapidated wooden houses. This is our house. In that era, it was a nice house.
上去了，还走起过去把我咬嘴了哇！哇！哎，两去的，哎，你狗哈？
这是我睡那个。
这是以前你睡这儿呢，在里头哎。
俺们睡的。
那哥哥睡了啦？
我讲装了一堆。
啊？
This is our pigsty, and of course, it's also a toilet. Okay, let me take a walk and show you our village. Although this village almost no longer exists, and there were no people left. Previously, this area was all houses, but now the houses are gone. They have become land, and tea trees have been planted. Most of the people in the village have moved to other places. Take you to take a look up there. It's another family's house, and no one lives in it now. No one has been here for a long time. The grass has grown out. I still remember it now. In the 1990s, China was still very poor, and at that time, the per capita GDP of the United States and Japan was dozens of times that of China. It is not like it is now. There were frequent power outages in the village, and kerosene lamps or candles were still used at that time. Perhaps you really can't imagine how poor China was at that time. At that time, there was only one plowing cow in the village, and during spring plowing, the entire village shared this cow to plow the land. This was the cowshed at that time. But at that time, the villagers were very united, working together to build roads, wells, and so on. There is only one simple, dirty road from the village to the county town. At that time, it was not easy to go to the county town, almost taking a day, but now it only takes about 40 minutes. Unfortunately, there used to be many people and no roads. There is no one left now. The road has been built. At that time, the living standards in China were the same as those in underdeveloped regions of Africa today. Every day's life can only guarantee not going hungry. But I still miss my childhood life in the village, even though it was very poor at that time. But playing with my friends every day is very happy and joyful. Only the two neighbors next to our house still live in this village. No one is at home today. rice seeds growing in the fields. This is the river in the village. It used to be a natural river without any repairs, but later the government made the river looks like this. There used to be a lot of fish, but now there are probably fewer fish. My family is repairing the graves of my grandparents. The one in black is my dad, and the one in white is my dad's brother. My wife and sister-in-law are picking tea leaves. The entire family has been mobilized. Take a break and have a simple meal. This house belongs to my second uncle's family, and no one is living here anymore. Continue working. It's almost over. Okay, we have been tidying up the grave since the morning, and it's already too noon. Finally, the tomb has been repaired. Now, let me show you these things. You probably haven't seen them before. We will burn them in front of the grave later. This is money for the deceased. The person on the paper currency is the deity in traditional Chinese religion who govern heaven and hell. This is written in Chinese as Universal Bank for heaven and hell. We are ready for the final ceremony. The scene my family is hanging is called qin in Chinese. It is only hung in graves during the traditional Chinese festival, Qingming Festival. Let our deceased relatives know that we have come to visit them. We haven't forgotten them. We still miss them. We have burned paper currency for my grandparents. We also need candles for them, so they can see clearly at night. Okay, that's all for today's video. Hope you can enjoy it. Thanks for your watching. Goodbye.